I'm looking for an excuse.
Oh yeah, she's.
But we're gonna be going soon.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shut
So
up. But yeah, the
say it
league.
after, but-
The league. She's kind of out of left field with a lot of it, but she is right in the sense where the league should have come out and said, "Hey, look, don't do this at our games."
Yeah.
Okay, we're live.
Oh, look, wait, watch out for Fanny. Uh-oh. Looking at my Fanny. Alright.
Oh my God, can they hear us right now?
Yep. That's why I said make way for Fanny.
Because there's a lot of me talking, and there it's back. Like, watch. I put my hand up. Watch how long it takes for you to put my hand up.
No, I made
Because there's just me right there. I said, "Are we live right now?"
that's why I made sure you weren't.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, don't worry.
Bing, bang, bum.
Okay. Episode 128. All right, we are getting going here. I'm sorry for the rough start, but hey, that's what she said. It's episode 128. Welcome to Between Two Jerseys. My name is Ethan Zoltner. I am your host, creator, executive producer, and please let us know how we sound. Yeah, I've got across from me, and hopefully you guys see me very clear and present. I got Jake Beckett across the way from me. How you doing, Jake?
Not too bad. The weather's finally not so brisk outside. My van was able to start 2 days in a row. I had to get it boosted, so.
Oh, God.
Today it did not.
That is a good... Oh, wow. How many times has that happened in the last 3 days, Jake?
Twice. Yeah, and it was 2 days straight where I had to get a boost, so.
Wow.
Today, finally, it didn't need it. Thank goodness.
I just shared this on Facebook just so I can give you full attention. So we've got some things to go over. I'm going to break it down for some fans. I got to share it later on our WordPress. I might actually do it while we're doing this conversation. So I'm just going to give a little bit of an explanation of what we're doing here. Each month we're going to give a G League update until we get more and more content available for us. As well, what we're going to be doing is doing our G League team of the month is what I want to try and do. I want Jake to pick a team, and I'll pick a team of a group of guys that we think is pretty good. Can't just pick the Naz Suns. I'm just joking.
No,
Anyways.
it's not bad anyways.
But what we're going to get into is some... What the hell kind of trades? So, Jake, you had a great timeline presented by Adrian Wojnarowski on the Kristaps Porzingis trade because this one, I don't know about you, was completely out of left field. I had no idea. I thought, honestly, Kristaps Porzingis was going to at least sign one full max deal with the Knicks.
Yeah,
afterwards.
So did I. It was crazy. I'm actually trying to pull up. I've got too many mouse pads and too many.
There's a lot going on your end, but I'll help you out for a bit here.
I'm trying to pull up the timeline. Wojnarowski reported that there was a meeting going on between the Knicks and the... I can give you the thing without actual specific times. Wojnarowski reported that the Knicks and Porzingis were going into a meeting together to discuss the future of the franchise and their franchise star. The gist of what Wojnarowski knew was that Porzingis kind of wanted to stay with the franchise, but he wanted them to be a winning franchise. He was concerned about the lack of vision that the New York Knicks usually have. I believe they don't have a pick for the next 2 years.
They do not.
They don't have a whole lot cap space. They didn't have picks. They didn't have a whole lot of role players to fit around Porzingis. So that was kind of the gist of the meeting going in. Less than half an hour later, Porzingis comes out of the meeting. Wojnarowski reports that he's demanded a trade. Obviously, the meeting with Dolan didn't go well. Dolan doesn't have a history of being a decent person.
He's terrible. He is a terrible negotiator. He's a terrible owner, in my opinion.
Outside of Robert Sarver with the Suns, Dolan's one of the worst owners in professional sports.
1 second, just make sure you go back on the. Don't open too many pages on the this computer.
I'll just keep that one down. I'll open up the other one. There we go.
Just keep the live stream going. Anyway, so James Dolan, I can't stand him as an owner. Personally, I think he's just the worst in that he's too busy trying to post jazz videos and him at his stupid freaking jazz bar that he loves hanging out at. Anyways, the Knicks are terrible, and the reason why they're going to be terrible for a while, and this is the thing that's kind of ironic on my end. I was commenting on a New York Knicks fan page saying, hey, they actually got a decent plan in my opinion. Like before this trade, I'm going, they got Kristaps Porzingis is going to be available to stay for a long time. You're going to have a bunch of building blocks that you're actually going to be able to use. And now I'm personally thinking, I don't think that's limited at all, because I was going, okay, Kevin Knox, Alondro Trier, there's something there. They just need a few things to go their way. That being said, they did take on DeAndre Jordan's contract, $24 million expiring at the end of the season.
As well as Wesley Matthews, he's on an expiring contract.
He's got like $20 million, expiring at the end of this year too. You were saying they got like, what, $74 million?
$74 million of expected cap space going into next season.
Which segues into my part 2 to this. I know it's a little bit down more on our script, but Kyrie Irving is going to sign with the Knicks. I'm calling it.
Yeah? He just came out and said, that's me in July.
Like what happened there? The Knicks, but the Celtics are going to be the top of his list.
Oh, for sure. But
it's a little ironic in that you mean to tell me Kyrie Irving at the beginning of the year is going, yeah, I want to be with the Celtics for a long time. And next thing you know,
where'd
you go, fella? What happened?
Honestly, it all goes back to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis his trade demand is basically shifting the entire power struggle of the entire NBA Western Conference and Eastern Conference. AD wants to go to LA. We don't know what KD is going to do this summer. I don't know. He might go to Washington. He might go to New York. He might stay with them. There's people that love to think that he'll go to LA and play with LeBron there. So
I don't think so.
KD, Anthony Davis, Irving. Now Porzingis is on the move. That's a power shift. The Dallas Mavericks went from the second or third worst team in the Western Conference to
potential up
to
a
playoff if they can put their crap together. Well, I guess he's not here.
Who?
When's Porzingis starting? I guess they're going to be bad until next year.
So here's my theory. I think Kawhi. Here's where it actually comes back.
Mm-hmm. Kawhi Leonard's on the move.
No. Here's where it all stems back to. Yeah. Well, Kawhi Leonard's involved, but at the same time, it stems back to Kawhi Leonard avoiding his uncle or avoiding the Spurs and showing all other players, hey, if you fake an injury or just hold out,
I know.
They have to.
I know, and I have Anthony Davis.
So I don't know if he's actually injured, in my opinion. I don't like to say that there's players that fake their injuries, but I don't know if so. He tore his ACL. I'm not saying that's not a speedy recovery in any shape, way, or form.
It's been a year and a half, though. We've seen players come back in a
year and a half, almost. Like, come on, man.
He hasn't played in a year and a half. Yeah,
that's a long time. That's a long time. Yeah. He's doing way too much media, and he's standing. He doesn't look like he's leaning or anything. That's the other thing. When you see him taking pictures, you can tell with guys, like, they'll kind of lean on their strong leg. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're not. You don't want to. Yeah. I'm not seeing any of that, Jake.
I can see that with a 7'3" young guy who's got a very bright future. They want to take it slow, especially at 7'3" and you blow your knee out. That's a lot harder to come back from. Even Kyle Lowry blew his knee out his freshman year of college, and he was back dunking in 2-3 months, I think.
Yeah, well, excellent example, Jake.
It's neither here nor there.
Give me another Kyle Lowry story that pans out. Anyways, no, I'm just joking. That's actually I didn't forgot about that, to be honest. So,
but back to our Porzingis timeline. Literally half an hour after that meeting ended and came out with a trade request, the Dallas Mavericks hopped on that, offered to trade up.
Smart,
yeah, very
because.
Smart.
They could have overpaid. That's been my theory right now on my subtle hint on my Between Two Jerseys webpage, b2j.online. That's been my theory right now, has been if you wait, you're overpaying more.
Yeah.
And it might only be a second-round pick, but that's still a second-round pick.
It was a first-round pick they offered.
No, meaning like you might have to sweeten the deal with something extra, or you might have to you might have to take on a bad contract and give a young prospect kind of deal. So it's good that they didn't have to take too many bad contracts back from the Knicks. I was actually thinking Cantor was going to get thrown in this deal. So who's playing center? Salamergy? Because it can't be Porzingis right now. You know what I mean? Like, their center position is a little thin as the use may say.
They're thin everywhere, though.
Yes, they are. So, and that being said, just a quick little, Luka Doncic did not get snubbed to be an all-star.
No.
He will have many
get into
years to
that.
be an all-star. I don't like to pull the old boys club of, well, you need to do a little more. Yes, he does. I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of rookies that have had amazing rookie years. If we were doing it this way, then Tyreek Evans, his rookie year, should have been an all-star.
Yeah, true.
And everyone's going,
25.
Tyreek Evans, you mean that guy with the Pacers that's only decent? You're like, yeah, go look at his rookie year with Sacramento. He was 25-5. And you're like, the only other ones were him and Michael Jordan and LeBron James were the only other rookies to ever have that. And Sacramento thought they had the next best thing, and he turned out to be a good player, but not what everyone thought. Everyone was drinking the Kool-Aid thinking he was going to be a hot stud.
I know.
I did. So, what are you looking at here?
Dwayne Wade's in?
For the All-Star game?
Looks like it.
Hey.
Oh, did they pick Dwayne Wade to replace Oladipo?
Maybe. Second off, big ups to Chris Middleton, the first ever NBA G League alumni to
an
be
All-Star game.
an
Wow.
All-Star in the G League and in the NBA. Good for him.
Impressive, yeah.
That's actually a very impressive feat. And this is how you know Chris Middleton's well respected. The coaches pick
Yeah,
the
that was the
reserves.
coach's pick,
So
yeah.
that just means that to me is almost more important than the fans, because no disrespect to the fans, because you guys are great and you help us. But that being said, the whole country of Georgia thought Zaza Pachulia should be a starter. Like,
Yeah.
Jeremy Lin, I'm surprised just isn't like head of the pack for all-star votes, to be honest. You know what I mean? Not trying to be rude or
No,
anything,
no, I
but
know.
Yao Ming just took it to a whole nother level
Yeah.
when he had everyone in China voting for him. So I really think this is cool. I think the guys like Chris Middleton, if Dwayne Wade is in, I actually don't mind this. I did write one of my first articles I wrote was on Dwayne Wade and there being a legacy vote. And I'd like your actually thoughts on this, Jake, where each year they should just have for each team, if there's a retiring player that fits the criteria of being a first ballot Hall of Famer, do you think they should allow him to be on the All-Star team?
No. No,
You think they had their son? You think their time? Do you think they had their time in the sun?
Well, I think obviously they got to be an all-star. People want to go and watch. Well, I don't know. There's two sides of it, because you can argue people want to see the most exciting players.
Yep.
And that's the biggest thing. Although they do put Chris Bosh and they have put.
Whoa, come on, Chris
Bosh
Bosh.
wasn't exciting to play. Let's watch.
Oh,
let's
no,
be
no,
honest.
no, no,
When he was
no,
with
no.
when he was making all-star games with
The Raptors?
the Raptors, yes, he very much deserved it. All-star games with
That was my
Miami
favorite
Heat,
Chris Bosh.
No.
No, Chris Bosh in Miami just put some slippers on and
And
kind of hung out.
also, Draymond Green, not an all-star in any
you.
sense of any world.
Thank you.
No.
Thank
He's like a G League all-star. He's
Oh.
an NBA player.
There's
He's a
some
bona
salt.
fide-
Jake needs a little pepper with his salt. Oh, boy.
He's a little... no, sorry. He's a bona fide NBA player, don't get me wrong. All-star player there? No.
What did Draymond do
He,
to
like,
you?
nothing. He didn't do anything.
What did he
It
do
was
to
like-
your sons?
Ah.
There was a game.
Well, if he's an all-star, then why isn't Lonzo Ball an all-star? They have the same numbers, to be honest. They both can't shoot. They're both-
have him go on a different team and he'll extrapolate more, and because he's got the ball more, he'll average like 15, 15, and 15.
You're like, yeah, all right, shut up.
Yeah.
And then he's the second coming of Wilt Chamberlain in a smaller body. I don't think so.
on the other side of the fans wanting to watch exciting players, I understand where people want to see big names. So
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade, I don't know, maybe
Here's my compromise.
at the
What
cost
if
of what
they
though?
get a halftime special then? What if at halftime they go, here you go, or they get to be like an assistant coach?
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Do you think that's a little bit smoother of a transition?
I think as well, like at the cost of what though? So you want to have Dwayne Wade in there, but who are you costing an All-Star game?
See, that's
for
another
example,
point.
Rudy Gobert missed out on like $1 million in
That's the other thing.
bonus money.
That would piss me off.
He's a young player. He'll be an all-star going forward, obviously. As some
No,
of these
but that
other
would
bigs
actually kind of
get.
piss me off, to be
Yeah.
honest. I would agree, because if you do have a situation
Actually,
like that, yeah.
He was interviewed and cried about it. I'm not
Some
making fun
guys
of him
take
for that, I'm just saying,
Some
but,
guys
like,
take
yeah.
this very seriously, and it
He's
might not.
very upset. Yeah.
Like some fans watching at home might be going, "Oh, well, is it about the money?" No, it's not about the money. I'm sure. For him, it's about the accolades. It's for him going,
Yeah.
"Hey, man, I want when I'm going to be a Hall of Fame player to say I'm a 10-time All-Star, not a 9-time."
Besides, with the exception of Tony Parker, who has there been from France who's been an all-star?
Nicholas Batum never was that.
No.
Like he was a great all-around player, but
I don't
never
think
an
he was
all-star.
All-star. But yeah,
I can't think of another
I'm
Frenchman.
not wholly against like a legacy vote in for Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade's obviously a lot of people are going to go to watch Dwayne Wade, but at the same time, it's like at what cost does it come at? Does a Rudy Gobert? Does it? You're gonna laugh at me for like, does a Devin Booker, does somebody from
Okay,
the
no,
Eastern
okay.
Conference,
Here's
do
where
they
I
get-
don't disagree with you on Devin Booker. Devin Booker should be an all-star, but in my opinion, okay, so I have two trains of thoughts on this. A, do you get all snubby and go, it's for the boys, so you got to be a playoff team to get in, which I don't think is fair? Or do you think the NBA should have it so in All-Star Weekend, each team has a representative from each team? Meaning,
actually
because the NHL
well, there's
does
always
it,
going
Major
to be
League Baseball.
There's honestly going to always be snubs.
Always.
So if you do one player from each team,
It's 30 guys total.
30 guys total. I'm okay with teams of 15. You just
Well, not
gotta
necessarily having
manage
them
the miss a little
on
better.
the All-Star game too, because you could spread out those 15 guys
But
throughout.
then you have teams like
I would make it more
Golden
than East
State
and
that
West.
obviously has 3 All-Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Klay Thompson, you can argue, but Klay Thompson's the best shooter in the world. So
That's true.
yeah,
That does
the best,
skew
the
it.
best pure shooter. He's the best at doing that one thing his position is supposed to do.
Yeah, because he doesn't take one dribble.
Yeah.
He'll do one dribbles and that's it. And it's very actually
Yeah.
impressive to see
I
like
know,
his
it's-
4 dribbles, and you're like, that guy just scored 40 points with 4 dribbles. Holy crap, that's impressive.
So Klay Thompson, KD, Steph Curry, they're all All-Stars from one team. So which two get snubbed?
That's true.
For the purpose of only one from each team.
Then you're starting to double tap it. Yeah, then you're
And
putting a lot
let's
in.
be honest, there are some teams that don't really have an All-Star.
Yeah, because okay,
You look at the Knicks this year, nobody's an All-Star.
No.
Porzingis would be if he wasn't injured.
no, but could you put someone in the rookie sophomore game, the Rising Stars?
Kevin Knox.
See what I mean? That's where I think you could make a
yeah.
compromise. But you're right though, because there's teams like
Yeah.
the Knicks right off the bat. I'm thinking Sacramento. In a few years,
Maybe Buddy Hield.
That's what I mean.
Put him
Buddy
in the three-point
Hield
contest.
or De'Aaron Fox will be a star
Yeah.
soon, but he'll be in the Rising Stars Challenge. But you're right, though. A lot of those teams that have the lower level teams, do they go and just represent the See, and this is the other thing. I see. I'm trying to figure out a way how Devin Booker gets included because his team is garbage, and it's
Yeah.
hard to just put him in.
I honestly would put him over to LaMarcus Aldridge. He's got great numbers. I'm not saying he's not All-Star worthy, but I think overall, he probably got it because he's on the Spurs. Honestly, they're not.
And how
doing
many
horrible.
centers is there on the Western?
That's the thing too with Booker. There's so many good
Oh,
guards
and
in the Western Conference.
I think Dirk and Dwayne Wade are coaches.
Okay, that
I think
makes
they are
sense.
coaches.
Yeah,
Second off, stealing my idea, NBA.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just joking.
That
but
makes sense now. Okay. So
I got a feeling. I'm almost positive.
So
I just
who do you
read that.
think they're going to replace Oladipo with? Who from the East?
Kemba Walker's an All-Star this year?
Yep.
Because they need someone from Charlotte. I don't like to say this, but if you're hosting the All-Star game, you better have an All-Star.
Yeah,
Or,
like Phoenix had 3 guys in when they hosted.
to be
it,
honest, like you need that. You do.
Houston's had All-Stars. Where's the
See, you
list?
can't get Rudy Gobert in because he's not on the East.
Yeah.
That sucks. Because there's not too many snubs on the East, in my opinion.
No.
I can't even honestly think of how many snubs there are on the East. I got to pull it up on Real GM on the poll. Because on the East, I got D'Angelo Russell and Pascal Siakam. I'm like, Real GM, you're reaching.
Oh yeah, you know what? I D'Angelo Russell. I'd replace him with D'Angelo Russell.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been really entertaining.
He's
this
been
year.
almost their star. Like he could be a guy the Nets could build around, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can't. I have no issue if you put in. I know a lot of people would have issue, aka Lakers fans would probably have an issue with him being in there. But All-Star snubs. Who else was snubbed from the East at least? See, that's the thing. The East is always hard to put a replacement in because it's like,
no,
yeah.
I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't see Pascal
The
Siakam.
top 5 NBA All-Star Game snubs by SB Nation. Tobias Harris, D'Angelo Russell, Jimmy Butler. So I don't know. Jimmy Butler's been too disruptive.
See, I agree there. See, I don't know if Jimmy Butler's been an All-Star this year, in my opinion. Not that his numbers aren't behind it. I think he's just had too much stuff going on in the last couple of years where he's been on 3 teams in 2 years.
Yeah.
This is too much. I think it's a little too. I think this is where, and I hate to say this because this is actually the scary thing. Don't be surprised if in a few years you see Jimmy Butler taking the same route as Carmelo Anthony. But the difference is right off the bat, before people start jumping, is the defensive ability of Jimmy Butler is obviously immensely different in that of Carmelo Anthony. But I've been thinking about this, Jake, and this is where I'm segueing into a healthy segue into what we're doing next. Before we get into what we're going to be what will the cost be of Anthony Davis, I keep seeing this dang Carmelo Anthony ordeal. So he's been officially waived by the Bulls, and the Bulls have taken on Timothy Luwalu Cabarrot. Anyways, he, meaning Carmelo Anthony, is in basketball limbo right now. He cannot find a team. He is just shifting and shifting and shifting. And I actually want to get a Carmelo Anthony Bulls jersey, as ironic
It's
as
an end
it
of an
sounds.
era. The Chicago Bulls era of Carmelo Anthony. Oh my God, turn that off. It is over.
And it's all good. What's the cost? Well, okay, so first off, do you think, just to get over that one quickly, do you think Carmelo Anthony is going to find a team?
Oh,
The
he'll
Lakers
definitely
are
find a team.
interested,
Yeah,
but-
he'll definitely find a team. He's got his money this year, so he'll take a vet minimum.
Well, I think he'll take the vet minimum from here on out. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
I think from here on out he doesn't have the choice of asking for much more, unfortunately.
Because he's 35.
It's getting close,
He's
fella.
a year old. Yeah, he's a year older than LeBron.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think he's got any more. I think he's got like Vince Carter contracts left in him, probably 1 year's.
Yeah, but Vince Carter can play decent defense still.
Yeah,
That's the surprising
No, what I'm
thing,
saying
but-
is he's going to have contracts similar to Vince Carter. Vince Carter
Oh,
for
yeah.
the last 5 years has been signing 1 year
Yeah,
deals.
but don't forget, Vince Carter signed a 1 year, $8 million deal last year with the Kings.
I do remember that. That's a lot of money.
For a guy who was like 40.
Yeah,
Because
he's
Vince
gonna-
was going to
he's
sign
gonna
with
play-
the Raptors.
He's gonna play didn't he play like a minute for every million?
To be honest, he only played like 16 minutes a game, under
Yeah.
24 minutes a game, something like that.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so the cost for Anthony Davis is still a very interesting luxury because there's rumors that Dale Demps does not want to keep him in the West. He actually is going to move him to an
Yeah.
Eastern Conference team. So the Raptors might be able to
That
give
might
up.
be the only team. Yeah, the only team available because the Celtics can't get him
What
till
about
this.
the Knicks? But they have nothing to
Knicks,
offer.
yeah.
They have nothing to
anymore
offer. You
unless
can't
they
even
flip
offer
that-
Porzingis
Unless they flip that first round pick
from.
from Dallas. Do they have their own first round pick? Heading
Yeah,
into
but
this?
it's Dallas's picks are garbage. That's what they're going to be.
No, Dallas picks is gonna be really good. They're horrible this year. It'll be like a top 5 pick.
Yeah, but is Dallas trading this year's pick? This 2019
Oh,
pick?
maybe not.
Or 2020
That's a
pick?
good- That's a good question.
2019, sorry.
If they're not, that's very smart of Dallas.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think they are, actually, if you don't mind taking a quick gander if you got time. But here's where I get confused with Anthony Davis. He is coming out and saying he doesn't want to play. He's not playing anymore. We get it. Now, why don't you came out and said you don't want to play for New Orleans. You've already gotten your fine. Who cares? Just give everyone your top 5 teams. Just say, hey, here are the teams. Bam, 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 bam. If you trade me here, that's fine. Why not? You've already gotten fined once. What's another $50,000 to you? $75,000 for a second offense. Either way, in my opinion, I think him and Kyrie, because loyal is just a 5-letter word, Kyrie is going to dip on Boston, and
yeah, everybody dips.
everyone's going dipping through the streets. But here's something that I was thinking about. Dirk Nowitzki could have been cut and waived a long time ago.
Oh God, a long
About
time
4
ago.
years ago or so. 3 or 4 years ago. 3 years for sure.
Yeah.
The last 3 years have been very difficult. Last year, especially, was kind of hard to watch Dirk. He was still relatively productive at around 11 points a game, but it was like a holy crap. Every time he jumps, you didn't want him to do anything. You know what I mean? So my point is, with Dirk Nowitzki having such great relationships with his owner, if Carmelo Anthony's still with the Denver Nuggets, I know, let's say somehow it works out that way, do you think he's still getting treated the same way or differently, or do you think it matters in this league? Do you think Mark Cuban's a special owner that way?
That's a good question. I think so. Yeah, I think Mark Cuban, like you said, they could have cut him a while ago. He even signed that big contract within the last 5 years, and we knew he wasn't going to be worth that much money.
There was a legacy contract. There was, yeah.
I think. I definitely agree in the sense where I don't think a whole lot of owners. Everything okay?
No, stream health is at a red. That's not good. Stream health red. Stream health red. Video output low. You're re-recording another video. Maintain smooth streams. Okay, if you guys have any problems with the stream and how everything is going, let me know. Close that other window on the old whatsamajigga, and then we'll try and see if that works. Anyways, it seems like it's just all right. It's just having a bit of a tiff.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was I saying?
But yeah, I agree with you in the sense where I don't think a whole lot of owners would do that.
No, he could have been. Yeah, but so does Carmelo Anthony get the same treatment if he stays at home in Denver? I know it's weird to say because it's such a long time ago, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I was pondering it as I was writing the script up for this because as I'm looking on Real GM, I see a
you could
picture
go-
of Dirk and Carmelo
Yeah.
Anthony in my eyesight. So.
You should go back to New York.
That was the other thing. New York, he had a great time with. Like, I just don't understand. It keeps racing in my head because of the trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to happen to Anthony Davis now? Are we going
Yeah.
to see this in Anthony Davis in about 7-8 years?
Yeah.
Are we going to see Chris? No, not Chris Tapps. Maybe Chris Tapps Porzingis in about 10 or so years. He's 22, turning 23, so he's got a long time. But my point is, who are the next batch of guys who are going to be cut and wave guys and just put into trades? Like, to think Zach Randolph is just nothing now, just sitting on the bench collecting checks for the Sacramento Kings. Like, oh boy,
Yeah. Guys like Joe Johnson are on that list too.
Joe
Danny
Johnson,
Granger at the end of his career.
Darren Williams,
I know.
who's still getting paid by the Nets until 2022, I believe. $5 million.
A year?
Yep. Woo! That's why he's not playing. Everyone's like, "Oh, why isn't Darren Williams playing?" He's still making $5 million.
Yeah,
Plus, he's
more than he
made
could
like
probably
almost
make.
$200 million his whole career.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of money. He does not need to worry. Actually,
So back to those picks in the Dallas and New York trade. Dallas sent New York a 2021 unprotected first round pick and a 2023 protected first round pick. So it's protected 1 through 10 in the deal.
just take it unprotected. He doesn't care. No condom.
Yeah.
Don't need it. Oh wow. All right. That's what I mean. If they got this 2019, but that was been too sweet of a deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my question, Jake. What is it going to cost to get Anthony Davis? You're Dale Demps. What is it going to cost?
Multiple first round picks and multiple young players.
Because Porzingis, you just got 2.
Yeah.
And you got Dennis Smith Jr. That's the focal point.
That was the point of
The rest are just cut and bait. So those are two. These are two options I look at it. So does New Orleans? If I'm New Orleans, I'm like, someone's taking Solomon Hill, and that's like it would be in a room like someone's taking him.
Yeah, you need to
someone is
offload some
taking my
money, too.
problem in Solomon Hill. I am not taking this contract anymore. So that's where if I'm the Raptors, you might have to bite the bullet, do a Norman Powell for Solomon Hill swap.
I think
2 years for Solomon Hill at $11 million and then $14 million for on a player option.
I think Dell Demps and New Orleans has to be careful. They don't start thinking like New York Knicks, where New York obviously wanted DeAndre Jordan and Wes Matthews to clear up that cap space. New Orleans,
What's DeAndre Jordan gonna do?
that's a good
It's
question.
rumored he actually might get waived.
Yeah, I did hear that too. Him and Matthews as well get waived.
If Wesley Matthews gets waived, the Raptors should try to free up some space and put him in behind Danny Green.
Yeah,
I actually think that would be an
That's not a
excellent
bad
fit.
idea.
I think he would be perfect.
I know he's in kind of like the twilight of his career, but he's still very solid 3-and-D.
Solid.
when he's
Still,
healthy,
what was he
yeah.
with the Mavericks this year? Still like what?
I think
13 points almost. Still.
Something like that, yeah. When he's healthy, he's a very serviceable shooting guard. But I think New Orleans needs to be careful in the sense where they don't start thinking, oh, we'll start taking on these 1 year contracts. We'll free up all this cap space as part of this deal. It's like nobody's gonna want to go to New Orleans. It's not a hot destination. New York is the mecca of basketball. You're going to get KDs. You're going to get Kyrie Irvings. You're going to get guys who want to play there. There's
true.
always rumors that
There's
Kobe
Rucker
was...
Park just as
Yeah,
another
there's
one.
always rumors that Kobe, LeBron were linked to maybe
Dwayne
going
Wade.
there. Dwayne Wade as well. So teams like that, they can
remember-
gamble and take on those bad contracts, get that cap space that they can free up, and then go after a big name. People want to go to New York.
People will still even use New York as a bait too, to be like,
Yeah.
well, New York's offering me this. And second off, just as to reiterate your train of thought there, when Jay-Z was a partial owner of the Nets, he was trying to bring in all kinds of, he even rapped
Yeah.
about bringing Dwayne Wade there.
Yeah.
So
That's why they moved to Brooklyn. Nobody wants to go to New Jersey.
they should have actually they should have rebranded, been like the Jersey Shore, would have been a great revival. No, you know what they should have changed their name to? The New Jersey Garbage Dump. And you're like, you guys are hot garbage. And you're like, Jesus. No, they just needed a sponsorship with like a pomade company or like some greasy hair gel.
Yeah.
No, keeping a team of
Percentage part would
Jersey.
be like MTV or something like that. Would be their Jersey sponsor.
Actually, that would be a cool looking logo,
Yeah.
though. But anyways, my point is, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is a way better destination. Some people were complaining how they don't like the lighting at the court, and if people are wondering what I mean by that, they have the lighting as such, so it's like a theater style. So it's darker on the where you sit, and there's lights that's brighter, and
Yeah, I have noticed that.
it's supposed to be a more full experience when you're watching the game. And to be honest, and I hate how they associate the Brooklyn Nets with hipsters, but that's just what they were doing just to get some market behind it, just to get kids involved. Get hipsters like Jake involved anyways.
Yeah. Remember how long their creepy Silver Knight lasted? Their mascot?
Oh my god!
He lasted like 2 weeks.
I forgot about that terrible idea. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yes, okay. I remember.
So going back to the price for AD.
Yep.
The Lakers already made their pitch because the Lakers want to get this done.
ASAP.
Obviously, because they don't want to have a bidding war with the Celtics or the Knicks this summer.
It's going to be the Celtics.
Yeah. So they've offered Lonzo Ball, Ingram. Oh, where's the list?
Oh, wait, Jake. I know where I have a list. I typed it out on one of my freaking articles.
Oh, there you go.
So what I did, okay, so here we go. Okay. So here's why it's going to be a better deal than the Celtics compared to the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics have the Mavericks pick, and it's top 6 protected this year. I forgot to mention that. I just realized it right now. As well.
Here we go. Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Ivac Zubac, and a first-round pick. I like hell toss in a second. That's
not
second
bad.
rounder.
But I don't know. I don't like it. Who's
you
the
want
Zubats?
Zubac's pretty good. He's a big guy.
I'm just being a dick. That's why.
No. Here's the thing, though. That core right there without LeBron is garbage. How do you build off that?
It's true.
You need an Anthony Davis. You need a LeBron to make that core right there a contender.
So they should offer them a 2019. It's top 1 protected. Sorry, this one's top 1 protected by the Mavericks, and
so that means 2 from like 60, 2 from 30. The Mavericks keep it. So the only way the Mavericks give it up, it's a 1
if they get the first overall pick. I know.
Okay, that's
Don't
really,
even-
wait.
Yeah, that's the only way the Mavericks keep it. It's just a first overall if that's it. Otherwise, they can convey it to another year.
Okay.
So either way, they have to get that pick. So it's either 2019 or 2020.
Yeah.
If I'm the Mavericks, I would probably, doing what they did now, I think you're going to have a resurgence, and don't be surprised if the Mavs, I'm going to be going out on a whim here and thinking that the Mavs are actually trying to get something going here. But either way.
Because we're still like a week away from the trade deadline, so there's going to be lots of movement still.
Oh, yeah. So I go for the 2019 pick, and 2021 or 2022 depends on, this one's from Memphis. So if Memphis conveys their top 6 pick or not. So don't be surprised if it. So this is what I mean. The Celtics have 2 sweet, juicy pieces, and then you know what I dangle in front of them? Jason Tatum and Gordon Hayward. Oh,
yeah.
you need a chance on some. You have a hard time keeping free agents. Here's a restricted free agent in next summer.
And a rookie deal guy.
Oh wait, no, he's in his second year, so you have 2 years for Jason Tatum till he's got his restricted free agent. Second off, you got this season plus 2 more with Gordon Hayward. So there's your starter build around, and he needs to change of scenery.
Yeah, he does. I'd even throw in.
I'm trying to get Aaron Baines in return, to be honest, or something, because
you need more than just a pick and
you're getting those 2 picks plus Tatum and Hayward,
2
right?
picks, Tatum, Hayward. I'd even throw in. I don't know. Do you want like a Marcus Smart to play point while you get Drew Holiday?
They need a center though to tie them on.
Yeah,
well, no,
true.
Jahlil Okafor. I don't mind him being the starter.
Like him,
He's doing very well, but who's backing him up?
Yeah, center. Yeah, Aaron Baines is. Yeah, Aaron Baines is one of the better backup centers.
He's got like a 1-year deal, $7 million bucks. So that's the other thing.
Aaron Baines, because you've got going forward. I think their guy's gonna be.
I actually would take a chance on Jahlil.
No, lefty from the Lakers.
D'Angelo Russell.
No. He plays for the New Orleans Saints. They're power forward.
Oh, Julius Randle.
I think that's your guy going forward now.
He was all about the hype video. Yeah,
Jahlil Okafor, man, he is like
those two
since
together look
AD
good.
has been injured. He's been like a 20-10 guy.
Yeah, no, he's eating vegan food now.
Yeah,
He's
I
all
saw
lean.
pictures. Somebody drew is like his his like when you go to a roster of a team, it's like the picture of his face. Someone drew a unibrow on it because he's been playing so well. It's like he's the new AD.
But no, I actually would, because here's the thing: he's on like a 1-year deal.
I always thought before DeAndre Ayton came.
Steal.
Yeah. I always thought before DeAndre Ayton came, the Suns really should have went for Jahlil Okafor to get him as a big. Then we could have got Luka Doncic.
Don't be surprised if they throw at him a 4-year deal where it's here's a 4-year, $40 million deal.
Yeah,
maybe even less to try and sweeten just to be like, you want to play somewhere for 4 years, because he might be the type of guy that looks like he just needs some security for a bit. He's only like 21 years old, 22 years old.
Okafor, he's young.
He's a young fella.
His third season? Played 1 year with Duke?
No, wait. So he played 1 year at Duke, 1 year with the Sixers. He played...
Who else has he been with?
Last year he played on... the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
He was on Brooklyn because he got released and he got put onto Brooklyn. And he came out and said, "Oh, it feels good to be a part of a real organization."
Yep, right.
And then the Brooklyn Nets just let him be a free agent. So that's year 2. This is year 3 because he got waived. Oh my god!
Yeah, he's played 3 years. He played.
Holy crap!
Where's it? Doesn't say his career. There we go. Jeez, it doesn't have a list. Stats.
Wow. Jesus crumbs.
Doesn't say it, but yeah.
That's impressive.
Oh, wait. Okay, so 15-16, Philadelphia. 16-17, Philadelphia. 17-18, Brooklyn. 17-18. Oh, yeah, so Philly and Brooklyn. He was 2 years with the Philly.
Yep.
In his third year with Philly, he got traded to Brooklyn. And then he finished the year with Brooklyn. They let him go. And then this is year 4. 18,
so he should have been a
19,
restricted free agent, technically.
I believe so, yes.
This summer would have been his restricted free agency. Wow. Cool. Good for him then.
Yeah.
So
he's the new Brow.
Okay, so here's the last 2 things we're going to go over. There's 3 things technically. So Mike Conley for a Ricky Rubio swap. Hey, we're back to strength.
No, I wouldn't do it. If I'm
But here's
Jazz, I do it.
Well, here's why. The Jazz want Conley for the defensive purposes. They're selling on the fact that Rubio's got this year plus next year.
Rubio's not that bad of a defender, though.
He's not bad, but here's the thing. They're selling the Jazz on you can get rid of him. Like, this is the time of year where guys have expiring deals in a year or 2 where you're going to see if it's tantalizing or not.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, this time next year, I don't be surprised if Kyle Lowry's not on the Raptors.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's a market for Rubio anymore, to be honest.
It's a tough sell because, to be honest, like you were saying, if I'm Memphis, I'm going, you better throw something else in there.
Yeah.
Just Ricky Rubio for Conley? I don't think so, Tim.
Because Conley's been a perennial, like, snub. When he's healthy, he's a snub.
I agree. Oh, yeah.
Rubio, I don't think he's even sniffed an All-Star game. Maybe there was 1 year.
Yeah, I can give him 1 season probably. I can put together 1 year in Minnesota, and I think I agree with you there. If you had Mike Conley playing in Portland, if you had Mike Conley playing in Utah, even I think he would have been more frequent of an All-Star. I put Utah, and people are going, why Utah? I have Utah and Indiana as the same spectrum of basketball environments. Yeah. For the Eastern and Western Conference, meaning like when you go to Indiana, that's a basketball state. When you go to Utah, they got basketball in their blood.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. Yeah, there's no hockey, no football in Utah. There's just the only pro franchise in the entire state is
because Utah's its own state. Nevada and Utah are close. They're like really close. They're about 40 minutes or so, or half an hour from Las Vegas. The Utah Jazz, if I remember correctly. That being said, though, you're right. That's it. It's just the Jazz.
Indiana does have the Colts, but still, though.
You're right, though. But Gene Hackman made a freaking movie. What else do you need, Jake?
Yeah, no, it is a basketball state. Yeah, definitely.
I was going to say, the London Lightning use the intro, whether or not it's paid for or not. They use it.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
I even said that when we were at the game. I leaned over to my girlfriend, Zena, and I was like, did they pay Disney for this? They're like, whoever made this movie? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like...
Can't you show this one?
I can't. I would love to have Gene Hackman in the background clapping and getting everyone riled up for us.
Imagine if they actually brought Gene Hackman out to run it one night.
I think he wouldn't leave his California home.
No.
All right. So here's my thing. Here's my conspiracy. Here's my rant. LeBron James is ruining the Lakers, and he's a franchise ruiner.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the other thing. Magic Johnson has also been a franchise guy. He's also won 5 championships.
Yeah.
He's also been a Finals MVP, regular season MVP. He's never been a scoring champion, but he's also been a dominant player.
Yeah.
No argument there, right, Jake? I was talking to my uncle about this, and he even agrees, saying, yes, I got backup. He agrees, saying, LeBron James is trying to pull his tricks, and it worked in Miami, worked in Cleveland the first time, worked in Cleveland the second time, and I think the reason why he had his little hiatus was because Magic Johnson just went, I'm not firing Luke Walton. Deal with it. Get along with him. Too bad. We got you for 3 seasons. You're going to need to smarten up. Well, I'll just leave.
Okay.
Fine. I don't care. So, and that's where I think, honestly, Magic Johnson has stood up to him, and LeBron James has kind of went, oh, shoot, what do I do? So I think personally he needed to just hold the line, because I've always said this. I said there's multiple parts of the season. First off, there's the preseason, then there's the first part of the regular season, then there's the trade deadline, then there's the waiver deadline, then there's the second half of the season, then there's the postseason, and then there's the off season. Right now, LeBron James was having a freak out in the first part because he doesn't have anything to go, and I don't like playing with these young guys. We're not doing as well as I thought we would be doing. The thing is, I agree with you here, Jake. If they trade the farm away, they just traded every bit of talent they just sacrificed.
When LeBron's contract's up and AD's contract's up, what do they have?
Nothing.
They have
no one.
No, KCP's going to be gone.
He's only 1 year,
Be gone. They'll have nobody. They'll have whatever.
KCP will probably have to get moved because they're paying him too much.
They'll have whatever meh contract rookie they pick up next season. It'll be like a middle of the pack.
Michael Beasley will be sitting there collecting a paycheck.
Basically. Javal McGee.
Right?
Not that he's going to be around for 40 years, but yeah, they're not going to have anybody.
No, I agree. If you do this, the Lakers have just given up, and they're giving away a first-round pick. So there's 5 pieces for your future that you just gave away, and you just took how many years to acquire all this talent? How many years of garbage did your team have to go through to actually get your team at a steady hand now? And you're just going to throw it away for Anthony Davis and on a whim. Here's my theory behind all this. Just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait. He wants to come to Los Angeles.
I know.
Just wait. I know Paul George.
When is he a free agent? 2021?
Not this year.
Next year.
Next year.
21, yeah.
So Paul George had a change of heart. He was hell-bent on being with the Lakers, and he fell in love with Oklahoma City. Sure, fine. But at the same time, you know what the Lakers have done? They've adapted. They might be getting a guy by the name of Anthony Davis potentially coming to their team. Klay Thompson's linked to it. The thing is, everyone keeps going, and I'm getting sick, and this is where this all starts from. This sick and tired of these memes. I saw this one meme of a LeBron sexual, and I'm sorry I had to say it that way. I even bit my tongue for a sec to say it, but this LeBron sexual had this stupid freaking meme where it was LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, KD, and AD.
Yeah.
all five on one team. And I'm like, I don't think you guys think you understand how the cap works. This isn't 2K where you guys can just be like, it's like there's rookie mode, medium mode, hard mode, Hall of Fame mode, LeBron sexual mode. Like they don't have that mode. I'm sorry, they don't just get it so LeBron gets every talent possible. It doesn't work that way. That's an impossible. The only way that works is if you convince Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard,
convince all of them to take like very small paychecks.
So LeBron James and one other player can be a max, and then they can have another player close to a max.
Yeah.
So there's 2 players that can get paid. The other 3 are just going to have to just be like, thanks for being LeBron. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I can't do it.
If I was the Lakers, this never would have happened, but this is just something I thought was funny. If I was the Lakers, when they signed LeBron, they should have just been like, yo, you don't need a no trade clause. You're LeBron. We're not going to trade you. And then all this AD wants to come to LA stuff. We're like, hey, New Orleans, we'll trade you LeBron for AD.
Oh my God. I don't know if that would be a fair deal, you think?
I'd trade AD and like a pick for maybe not first round pick. Oh well, not a second round pick either. I'd do like AD and
that's a tough deal almost. That's
almost even. I'd do like AD and Julio Okafor for LeBron.
That's how good LeBron James is, and that's how good Anthony Davis is.
Yeah,
it's almost an even swap.
Mm-hmm.
You can almost justify an even swap. So, anyways,
Like 2 second-round picks.
who's your fantasy player of the week and who's your fantasy drop of the week? Oh, by the way, sorry, I forgot to go back on the quick buyers and sellers. I think the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to be quiet sellers. The same with this Timothy Lufau Calbit guy. They saved $7 million by trading him to the Bulls for cash. Don't be surprised if they have to make another move. They have to cut some more salary a little bit. And Sam Presti's just a genius with this.
Yeah.
So,
Fantasy-wise, I was going to say pick up Tyreek Evans, but he's been out. I've got like 8 dudes injured on my fantasy teams right now. It's killing me.
it's injury time.
I got Anthony Davis, who might not play for the rest of the year, depending on how that garbage goes. So I just put in my other fantasy league. I just put a note out to everybody. I'm fielding offers for Anthony Davis now. Requirement at least 1 first-round pick and then a good player.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
And then, because he might not even play. I said if he gets traded to the Lakers, I'm trading him because when is playing with LeBron never helped anybody, statistically. Let's be honest. Fantasy basketball is about statistics.
Yeah.
When has playing with LeBron made somebody a fantasy stud, with the exception of Daniel Gibson and James Jones? For threes only.
Here's the thing. I was just about to say this too. Wasn't Brandon Ingram supposed to get the ball a lot?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too. And even one of LeBron's years, with the second year LeBron was back in Cleveland, Kyrie's my guy. I'm going to get him that MVP award. Who wins the MVP? It was like LeBron or Steph Curry. One of those two. It wasn't Kyrie.
I believe that was LeBron's actually, yeah.
Yeah. So
I agree.
But fantasy pickups, I was going to say Tyreek Evans. I was going to say Zubac, but Zubac, he's been playing like
if you can get Jaleel like you did,
that's what I was going to say. I was going to. Oh, I didn't pick up Jaleel. I think.
That was someone else. That was Jason who did it. Sorry.
But yeah, Tyreek Evans, keep an eye on him. He might get some more touches when he's back healthy because obviously Oladipo's out. There's going to be a lot more touches in Indiana. I just picked up Trey Burke with the Knicks because they don't have Ntilikina.
Nope.
And they don't have who's the other point guard? Moutier. They've lost faith in both those guys.
And Dotson's a project and a half.
So Trey Burke was their guy, so I picked him up. He just got shipped to Dallas. He's part of that trade.
Same with I got Tim Hardaway Jr. and I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah. Now with Dallas,
but Tim Hardaway Jr. beside Luka Doncic is going to be nice, actually, man.
That's nice. I
like with Porzingis, like right off the bat, I'm seeing unless the Knicks have something evil mastermind plan going ahead with this, and like they get Zion Williamson 3.0, they lost this deal tenfold. They lost it immensely. But how do you win these deals, Jake? This is what also, I guess, the theme of our podcast for today is. How do you win these deals when a superstar wants a trade?
Always go back, and the benchmark should be what the Nuggets did with Carmelo Anthony and the Knicks.
Yeah, but Masai Ujiri pulled a fast one on who?
I know.
On who?
The Knicks.
The dumbest team out there.
The Knicks are always on the...
He took all their picks to begin with, Jake. Yeah. That's what started this domino of not caring about picks, because Masai Ujiri did the right thing and went, you don't need picks. Don't worry about no stinking picks. But no, you like that one. You're like, damn it. Yeah. The Knicks did, though, pull a fast one. But I agree. Yeah. You need to stay steadfast. It sucks. It works out perfectly that the Lakers have Magic Johnson. I guess everyone should just go out and sign a Hall of Famer as their GM. It doesn't work that way, I know. But it does work that you can. The Lakers are lucky in that they can steadfast with LeBron James. And anytime he has a bit of an ego drive, go talk to Magic Johnson. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Here's the thing, too. A lot of people don't know this. AD's agent is LeBron James' agent, Rich Paul.
Rich Paul,
yes. Good buddy of LeBron. So, also my Facebook friend.
Oh God, that's such a joke. I love that.
I will say this though to end the show. Are we ending?
Yeah, we're close.
I'll say this to the end. All of this, the way the NBA now is because of Kobe.
Why?
Because this is here. Listen to this. Here's the timeline. Kobe was Kobe, obviously.
In 2007,
the Celtics wanted to beat Kobe. So what do? They go get Garnett. They go get Ray Allen. They build that super team there.
And they sign back Paul Pierce.
And then LeBron can't beat the Celtics. So what does LeBron do? Moves to Miami. Gets Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
He's with Dwayne Wade. and then people can't beat them. So what's KD do? He loses to LeBron in the finals.
He
Sticks
leaves.
a couple more years with Golden State. I mean, with
Oklahoma.
With
he
Oklahoma,
leaves.
they can't get back to the finals. He leaves. He goes teams up with a team that can beat LeBron. So they build all that up together. LeBron can't beat them. So
Okay.
he starts bringing people to Cleveland. Cleveland finally beats them. Then KD goes and I got my timeline mixed up here. But anywho, you see what I'm saying? That all because
So it
of
starts
Kobe,
back with Kobe going
Kobe.
and demanding the trade with Pau Gasol and
Yeah.
Ron Artest.
and then people want to beat Kobe, and then people want to beat the Celtics, and then people want to beat Miami. People want to beat Cleveland.
Because he
people
was
wanna
on
go
Stephen
Golden
A.
State.
Smith's radio show, and he's like, "I want to trade.
Yeah.
I'm demanding a trade." And
Yeah.
Stephen A.
'Cause
Smith
he
was even like,
he was going to go to Chicago. Everybody wanted him to go to Chicago.
"It was Chicago or
Was it New York?
did you hear what Cleveland offered?
No, I didn't.
Cleveland offered LeBron James for Kobe.
Wow, I'm gonna spit all over your gear here. I did not hear that.
Go read about that when you
Huh.
feel like it. That was the offer. It was Kobe Bryant for LeBron James, straight up, fella. Ooh,
Back then, it would have been worth it too.
Kobe Bryant still had about 5 years of
Yeah,
productivity left in
Kobe
him.
didn't he just come off like 35 points per game
Oh yeah,
in 06? Yeah,
he was killing it. And the Lakers were garbage. They were an 8 seed
Yeah.
team. That's when they lost to the Suns.
yeah. They always faced the Suns at one point in the playoffs. It was like they always played each other.
Well, they're in the Western Conference.
Yeah, well, I know, but I mean, like they always because it's like the Suns always played the Lakers or the Spurs.
It's true. There was a battle.
There
for
was
a while.
never anybody else. There
And
was
then
no.
you always had the Spurs versus the Mavericks for a
We
long
never met
time.
Utah. We never met. We didn't meet Golden State back with the We Believe Warriors. We never met Dallas. It was either the Lakers. The year we went to the Western Conference Finals in 2010, I think it was. We
Yep.
swept the Blazers, but otherwise it was like either we beat the Lakers and lost to the Spurs, or we lost to the Lakers, or we lost to the Spurs, or we beat the Spurs and then went and lost to the Lakers.
Kobe Bryant taps Alvin Gentry on the butt after he hits a three-pointer in whose face was it? Sean Marion's
Probably
face.
Sean Marion or Grant Hill, maybe.
It was Grant Hill's.
Yeah.
It was because Grant Hill was still a good defender on
Yeah,
him.
Grant Hill, Roger Bell, and Sean Marion had their work cut out. Those three guys, yeah, that's how you know you're good. When you're like elite, like Kobe good, is like Sean Marion, great defender.
Hall of Fame defender.
Oh,
in
yeah,
my
Hall of
opinion.
Fame defender.
He should be a
Roger
Hall
Bell.
of Famer, by the way. But that's
Yeah, actually, you should. Roger Bell, great defender.
elite. Yeah,
Yeah, Grant Hill, still even at the end of his career,
very
was a very good
serviceable.
defender. Yeah,
very serviceable.
but yeah, it's
Especially-
all because of Kobe. And
And it
then
was just-
LeBron.
it was-
And now LeBron started this.
clutches too on you
guys, where he was Kobe? like- Yeah,
you were like,
I know.
oh, Amari Stoudemire is there for help, and he's gonna block it, and then he's just like, and I'm gonna shoot it, and it's an and one, and go freak yourself, and we just won the
He
series.
was like the master of the head fake.
that too, where he would, and he would keep his knees bent and everything, and you're like, oh, everyone jumps on.
I hated
He's
Kobe for
because
so
of that verticality rule sometimes right now, as well as the sweep rule.
Oh yeah, the sweep
You
rule
can't
is Kobe.
sweep anymore
Yeah, the sweep
because
rule
what
is Kobe.
people if people are wondering, you youngins, you couldn't keep when you would have your arm out, Kobe Bryant would just zoop and
Sweep
just
his
pull
arms
it up.
yours and pull up. Yeah, I remember that.
And now they don't do that. They don't allow it. But
And the no jumping into the defender coming on the three is because of Paul Pierce.
oh,
Yeah, you remember Paul Pierce used to always do this. He would pump fake and get someone trying to close out on him. They'd be trying to close out, so they'd be running out and they'd jump because he would pump fake and then he'd hop into them. He'd do it and he did it and did it and did it and did it, and they finally stopped it. Him and Kobe kept doing it because Kobe did that too, where he put his hip out and let you hit him.
Reggie Miller started that with the
Yeah.
leg kicks. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Speaking of Raptor killers, when you said Paul Pierce, I was just ready to be like, that guy.
Especially with the Nets.
The Celtics would have the word. Oh, that's why he was there indeed. And when he did that, I just was sitting there laughing because that's when I started. I'm always a Raptors fan, but that's when I was just like, he's cursed us. This son of a bitch has cursed us. Kobe Bryant cursed us in the regular season. Paul Pierce has cursed us in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce did it. You son of a bitch. So, and they were playing with the freaking Nets. Oh, that was so hard. I was screaming at the TV. This is how you know.
Honestly, the Nets and Raptors were like the Suns in LA in the playoffs.
That was a great battle, but here's how you knew. This is when I knew Kyle Lowry, A, didn't have what it takes to win games and take over a series, and B, how I knew Kyle Lowry was playing like garbage and didn't know what he was doing. Because my friend, Phil Chapman, who doesn't watch basketball very much, all he kept saying in the final possession was, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And I'm like, What is
Oh,
he
is that where he
doing?
missed that?
What is
Yeah,
he
missed the
doing? He was
buzzer
like
beater.
jumping in. He should have got fouled. I
Yeah.
agree there, but they're not calling that foul.
No.
A
They're
and
not
B. It was like, what? Oh, he's trying to take the game over. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I remember watching that too.
Oh no! Oh, well, all of Canada had to watch it. Unfortunately,
know.
like that's the other, everyone's a Raptor fan by default. It's like there's a default setting in the NBA settings. You're in Canada, Raptor.
Yeah.
Anywho, we have to announce a winner for our tickets, and
right. Yes.
there is a fan who you might say there's some nepotism here, but I really don't give a damn because you can't report me. We are going to announce the winner of Susan Peterson. And she's going to be taking Kellen Mims. I know what you're thinking. It's Mini Mims, I know.
Mini Mims.
But he is going to be joining her and going to the courtside game and watching Big Baby Davis.
Davis, yeah.
They're going to point to him and say, you're going to be bigger than him one day. Not big-wise, but taller-wise. You'll see. And, yeah. Congratulations to Susan. She got her mommy to share it. That was the tipping scale. It was her
Nice.
mommy shared it, and I went, all right, fine. Jeez, you got me. Jake, before I announce our sponsors, besides going to our daily blog at betweentwojerseys.online, b2j.online, where can the fans find us on social media?
They can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Here's what you say instead. Here's what you
Okay,
say.
on everything.
Yeah, check us out
can
on
find-
social media.
check us out on
Search all
everything.
platforms and just search Between Two Jerseys. But yes, no, we are on the relevant social media platforms.
Oh, I
because-
should have followed the script then. I apologize.
No worries. There is a social media platform in Korea we need to get on. Apparently, I'm just joking, but apparently it's very popular. But anyways,
There we go. We'll open up to a new. We'll have it dubbed. We'll have your girlfriend dub it.
God, she hates translating enough already. So as you can see on our little the blessed hands there, as well as the Intercore Health at 519-432-7247, they are our lovely sponsors. That's part of the show. They help us give out some free tickets as well. One sponsors the show with some haircuts as well. So if you want to go to Intercore Health at 500 Oxford Street. You can see the numbers just right there. You can go to Blessed Hands Barbershop at 1080 Adelaide Street. It's 519-645-0101. Perennial Landscaping. They don't have a logo for some reason. They're very old school. We're going to get on it. We're going to add it. Perennial Landscaping. You can call my little brother Seth during these cold and dark times at 519-532-0076.
They have like little salt and sand trucks.
Listen.
I'm asking. I don't know. For people to know. No.
Yes, they have salt and
Okay,
sand.
there you go.
Of course,
There you
they're
go.
landscaping
People
and snow removal.
they can't ask, so I'm asking.
Yes, they have all kinds of snow removal gear.
There you go.
They have they do the blue salt if you want to pay extra. You got to pay extra though. They get the
There
ice
you go.
melter. They also have oh boy, they got all kinds of equipment. But they got this. Okay, now you got me talking here. They got this old greasy 5-ton salting truck
There
that
you
my
go.
uncle bought in Toronto, and that thing is greasy. It's old. It's big. It's gnarly looking, but it spreads salt like a dream, and there's nothing wrong with it.
There
So
you
it
go.
still runs. As well, if you are a big enough job, they do leave. They have a specific. So if you're a big enough job, they do have some tractors available that they leave at the site if you are
there you
that
go.
designated of
There you
a
go.
job that you need it, or if you do need a truck, they have a spare truck too that they can designate to the area. They have a few where they have to do that actually, where it's that
So
busy.
now the fans know.
Now they know. Listen to you. Do they? So a snow removal company, they get rid of the snow thing. I'm just kidding.
Well, there's lots of kids. There was a kid coming over my door, knocking on my door with just a shovel. He's like, he was a snow removal company too. So,
Well, yes, anyone can start a, but I know what you're thinking. They just make a lot of winter gazebos right now. in
Yeah,
this
there you
weather.
go.
That's what it is, isn't it? You guys are making minus 23, huh? That's a cold gazebo you're building there, huh? Oh boy.
put some fireplace in the middle of it there.
What do you heat it up with a torch? No, I'm just joking. But yes, they have all the fixins and all the trimmings for especially industrial snow removal. That's
There
the
you
difference.
go.
You're right, Jake. Anyone can get a shovel and go to your neighbor's driveway. And I think you got a job for your daughters in a few years.
Yes.
Like,
I actually went into the dollar store and bought a shovel last week, but
you're like, here, come on, help us there. You just flick me. Huh?
yeah, it didn't work. I ended up actually using it for my steps.
Do you ever see the dad who put 3 old push mowers behind his son's electric RV 4-wheeler?
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
smart.
He put this old lawnmower on there and just hooked it up
There you
and
go.
just had his kid drive around the area and he just cleaned up whatever he missed. He's like genius. But anyways, that's the show, episode 128. We will have the audio posted. We've got a clear audio. I'm really hoping. If not,
Yeah.
we just did a lot of talking for ourselves. Anyways, yeah, everybody have themselves a wonderful day. I'm just going to get rid of this delay, and that's all she wrote.
Bang. Yeah, let's hear if we can hear.